I don't know how, but I think that you playing more proactively and aggressively was actually somehow put me in like a better position. I need a little bit more of it, of tournament. Pan everything but chess ball. Good looking, have fun. Okay, we got the GLHF from Tony. Let's go. Here we are. Muting stream now. Awesome. Catch you on the other side, Tones. Okay, this is our third game of the 5D Chess World Championship qualifier. More of it off tournament. I see. I agree with you, Andre. I need to play more two timelines. So the variant of choice, as you can see, is two timelines. Because my opponent and I have both played white for 50% of our games, we rolled random colors. I ended up rolling black, which is all good. Prediction, come on. Oh, you're so right, Sonoy. Okay, we gotta hold, please. Start a prediction. We don't want to keep our opponent waiting, so we'll Samet win. World Championship Prelim Game 3. Yes or no. Submission period, let's say 2 minutes. All right. Cast your votes. We are playing against Tones, aka AM_Tony. Because I didn't have a clue what to do. Yeah, you and me both. Here we are back into this game mode where I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I love that we're playing more two timelines in tournament, though. That's absolutely fantastic. I think that in all likelihood, we're going to respond to Knight F3 on both boards with Knight F6 on both boards. It's a very interesting game mode. I really don't have any idea what I'm doing. I think that I really bumbled to victory, not of my own. Well, I guess spoiler if you haven't seen the previous game, but when I played against Andre, I feel like it wasn't my own merit and outplay that won me the game, but I just like stumbled into a good position somehow, even though Andre played an identical game on both boards, which for a single timeline would have been fantastic. It would have been great play. So I don't really know. But we're gonna jump right into it. There's another minute on the prediction. I mean, it's 5D chess. That it is 5D chess. Yeah, I mean, it's 5D chess. Yeah, I mean, you'll get reversal. Your game plan is only, will take you so far because you can't possibly, it's just a few dimensions too many. The game is like the antithesis of tractability. Whoever makes the mistake next to last wins. Ooh, immediate asymmetry coming out of our opponent. Interesting. What does this mean? You know what this means? I don't know what this means. Oh, and he did it in such a way. I would have loved if he had played d4 here and c4 here, because then if he... No, wait, this is better for us. Oh, I have such a big brain. Okay, if our opponent makes a timeline, then a queen traveling to b4 in the past will quadrigonal mate this king, because there will be king e1 up here, d2 here, c3 here, etc. Okay, we have a game plan for the very niche case in which our opponent makes a timeline first. How do we respond? I feel weird opening up, like giving our opponent the same opportunity. No, we're giving him the reverse opportunity. Oh, this is already mind-bendy. Okay, the asymmetry is really messing with my head. Oh, wait. Okay, whatever happens here... He's probably going to play c6 up here, but if he plays like a queen move here... All right, I'm overthinking it. I think that I'm just going to... I want to make sure I'm not screwing myself over. I'm just going to play c6 here, and that's cool, right? Unless he can do... No, yeah. I'm overthinking this. It's turn 1. Let's just play the fucking game. I'm going down to 8.5k, all in for Semet. Oh, let's check out the... All right, 10k points in the pool. Hey, that's not too bad. It's 3-1 odds. Interesting, interesting. Poison's the head doubter. Alex is the head believer. That sounds right. Decent payout. Fee and sip. That's a great emote, man. Okay. Let's see what happens. I've never played Tones. I've never seen him around. Ooh. That I would expect from the C4 opening. Okay. I mean, to be honest, in all likelihood, we're just going to open exactly the same way. I think that closing this diagonal is all but necessary. Now I have to think. Hold on. Let's not give information. I mean, it's kind of late. But C6 is the obvious move. Here, what do we do? 2 timelines. What does 2 timelines mean? What is 2 timelines? Should I be afraid of something weird like... I think I want to close this with a pawn. Both of our knights, his knights are on f3. We probably respond with symmetry, yeah. Okay, we could either go symmetric, or we could go for the quick frappuccino, which makes for some very dangerous plays. What are the drawbacks to the quick frappuccino? Quick frappuccino? Is this knight pointing here going to actually change anything? Unlikely. Okay, let's not waste it. It's like turn 3 and we've already wasted like 4 minutes of our time. Really want to go for the quick frappuccino. You know what? We're just gonna play. We're just gonna mirror our opponent. See how this goes from here. How much to throw this? Too much. My price is too high, Poison. Where's my voting stamp? I voted for 1 there. No, there it is. Time for a sniper game. Gotta focus. Are you talking about me or you? Poison's either playing Widowmaker in Overwatch or talking about my Bishop Frappuccino here on B7. Overwatch? Yeah, okay, I figured. Oh, good luck with your game, Poison. Let's not overthink this too much. Oh, the immediate asymmetry is very interesting to me. I feel like I have to work at like 200% brain power to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I think on this board, my plan is kind of clear. I want a frappuccino this bishop as soon as possible. I do get wrecked by c4 a lot though. Whoa, okay. I mean, we closed up this diagonal, or triagonal immediately, so I'm not too concerned. I actually wanted a frappuccino anyway, so that feels pretty decent for me. Ooh, that's interesting. So now, okay, there's going to be an immediate frappuccino, but I do want to get this bishop the hell out of here just so I can push e6 here. Yeah, alternatively, okay, on this board, I think I want to push the, yeah, we're going to pin this and frappuccino here. I feel good about this. I feel good about this. Yeah. I feel good about that. It's gonna be before I pushed e6. Is it annoying if there's a knight here? Not really. I mean, I probably have to move like... Okay, so he does Frappuccino. How do you make plays? Hold on, I gotta make... There is the interesting, potentially interesting play of knight from this board to f4 on this board, preparing an f2 jump. It wastes 2 tempi to do that, which is a lot. And actually, I'd want to do the f2 sack on the board where I've got the bishop Frappuccino. I am hopeful. This queen move, I think, is probably wasted. The queen's stuck on that side of the board, I think, so... I think that's a good move, preventing the knight from jumping in. I think that's smart. I think we're just going to Frappuccino here. I don't think that the bishop here is the best play in the world. Actually, though, if we do this sack, I don't want to do it now. I feel like it's a waste. I think it's a waste of tempo. Then again, I don't know. If we go here, next turn we go here. It's defended by this bishop, so it's difficult to really... You know what? We're just going to develop. We're not going to go crazy here. I think we're just going to develop. Yeah, we're going to play soundly. Soundly. Yeah. I feel good about that. How are we like 4 hours into the stream? 3.5. This is only our 3rd game. The asymmetry is really... It's like busting my brain. How do I capitalize? That queen on b3, I think it's not going to... Whoa. He's pinning his own knight. Hold on. Is there a clever way that I can kick that knight and prepare like queen from this board onto a5 on this board? Whoa. My man's is doubling down on the queen side. That's interesting. Double queen b3. Doesn't seem fantastic. Man, we got rolled. Rip in peace. Sorry, Poison. It happens. Okay, I have to come up with something clever. Well, the thing is that this pawn is now singly defended by this pawn. So if we can find a way to grab this guy, I think that that might be the key to unlocking the position. A knight move such as this might suffice, but it's not fantastic. We probably want to defend... I think that we want to keep our queen here on a dark square, especially because of these ideas. Kicking this knight. So I think that we simply do one of these, which also defends f7. Does undefend this knight, but I don't think that's a big deal. How do we grab this pawn or this knight? We can put pressure on that pawn. Okay, hold on. Knight here puts pressure on that pawn and checks. Oh, and then like only move uncovers here. The only problem is this knight. Okay. All right, stay with me, chat. I think that we're going to grab here and defend this pawn from the other board. That way, because if takes here, I mean, he's got a takes here, right? But then if takes here, our opponent's in trouble. Unless he can do something tricksy on this board. Probably not. Okay. We removed the only other defender than this pawn of this pawn. So now if we go here, then we threaten this pawn, which would be disastrous. Then again, it opens us up to f7 shenanigans. Then again, his queen isn't in a place where he can follow up on f7 shenanigans, right? Ooh. Now he's basically forced my hand. I absolutely will grab that pawn or that bishop every day of the week. Because now I think that his plan is if I grab with the queen, it's defended by this bishop. So he's not worried about that. Although another thing that I could do is threaten, hold on, now threat levels become an issue. If I take this here, he either loses a piece for free or like if I can make a forcing move on this board, that would lead to me somehow winning if he didn't respond to it immediately. The other option is taking this here, which I like better. If he recaptures with that bishop, I think it's actually probably gi. And if it doesn't happen, then I take this pawn, and that's disastrous for him. I'm almost tempted to do a crazy queen sack to try and get him to open up here. No, that's too much. We're not going to think too hard about it. We're just going to do a little bit of this. And we can always defend this our next turn. Ooh. He just gave us a free queen. Unless he makes a crazy threat here. For a pawn? Was it worth? Probably not, man. Unless he's playing for the f7 sack. But then he runs into this, where he opens up his... That doesn't seem crazy to you? Maybe I'm overstating the danger of that move. Wait, what does that do? Threatens the queen here. But now I don't know what I want to do. Now it's like the world is my oyster. I probably cap here. I mean, this knight is I probably just grab the free queen and defend f7 so that he can't travel to it, right? And then this knight is going nowhere fast. I mean, the knight forks my king and rook, but I've got two pieces defending there. We're not going to overthink it. We're just going to take the free queen. We're not going to overthink it. Now we've got a queen defending f7. The turn... So he can still sack on this board, but I'm not that worried about it. Mostly because we're up a queen. And we still have this insane... I think that's a bad play, man. I mean, unless this sack really is, like, disastrous. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I should like double push here for safety. Is that insane? Then again, I probably want to capture here with this piece. Yeah. Maybe I should be worried about that sec. I don't know. I've got about 50% win rate tonight. Well, breaking even isn't the worst. Could go more poorly poison. I don't get that bishop move because I can just save this queen like this. So, you know, could have gone much worse. There's a chance that then again, there's no way. Well, okay, he can check there, and that's a problem. But there's no queen follow-up. Captures here, but I've got this. Oh, and then maybe mate here, something crazy like that. Captures, boom, 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 mate. Oh, there is this mate. Okay, maybe he's got me. It's possible. It's possible that he wins before I do. Also, the fact that this knight is no longer here means that this pawn no longer has the other defender. But now that my queen is here, okay, he does have this move now, which is maybe a bit of a pain. I think in all probability, I think I grab that pawn with this. Yeah, because now that guy. Or do I want to prevent my opponent's travel? I'm not going to lie to you. Grabbing this pawn now is incredibly attractive. I don't lose here because this queen defends here. Oh, if he makes a timeline, actually... Oh no, because there's a pawn here, but there isn't a pawn here. Oh, if he makes a timeline, I can make 2 timelines to win the game. Which is pretty big brain. Up on time. Voter badge is gone again? Not to me. It's annoying. Okay. I really like this capture. I also really like this capture. Don't feel terrible about giving up that knight. To be honest, blocking this captures or blocking this travel is also kind of attractive to me. Hold on. If I do this, where does this bishop go now? Okay, next turn is the turn where the crucial travel happens. Not this turn. If I don't have to do that travel, or if I don't have to take that pawn this turn, maybe this is better. He probably captures with that bishop, yeah? But also have to be careful about this. The other thing is I've got a mate that I can threaten on this board because that knight has finally moved. Like, I was wondering how I could do that last turn. Maybe the way is to check here. And threaten a mate here. What's the most subtle way that I can threaten that mate, though? Time, I got you. I think we check here. Don't flag, I know. I've got time, fam, I've got time. We check in the past here to force this capture to occur. And then how does he prevent from this board us winning on this board here? I don't think he'd do, right? Yeah. I like this play. He can't travel to f7 this turn. And we probably win next turn, yeah? Just queen here is mate. And he can't defend it with any piece from this board. I enjoy that idea. I like the check and threatening with this queen better than... Oh, he can f7 here, but he can't... Wait, but then why did he move on the other board? He didn't have to do that. There's a knight here. So he doesn't threaten the... Maybe it's desperation because he sees what's going to happen on the other board. Here it's pretty much only move takes. And then after this, I think this queen move is fine. Right? All right. Well, it has happened. We could also exile this king. I don't know if that's fantastic for me because it's going to exile to a board where he's got, yeah, I don't think I'm not in love with that idea. I think we're just going to take here. There with the queen. I think we probably do this. Actually. Which covers us along that diagonal. Yeah, that way all of our pieces are more or less covered. I feel good about that. We could even play this queen move. Nah, it's probably not necessary. Never mind. This isn't really nice for us because now he doesn't have timeline priority, so he can't time travel out of the mate that we have on the other board. Yeah, we timed that very well so that he couldn't, like if he traveled to one turn later, then that would be a problem because the diagonal from this king, this knight not being here would have propagated and that would have been a big issue. Now we have two choices. We could either do this. It's not really necessary is the thing. Because if he delivers check there, then like whatever. I almost like doing this better. Because we can provide a check and this knight, this rook will then defend that knight. Yeah, we just need to survive, right? Let me think. Could also do this to have everything all synced up. This, and then my rook would be defended, you know? You know what I mean? Maybe that's the play. Defend the rook, yeah. Oh, wait. I need to be careful. Because the queen, if I move this knight, actually that would give up mate in 1. Because from this timeline, you know? I also don't want to move the queen because then this, well, I mean, the rook guards the back rank. So, okay. Oof, that was close there. That was close. All of the mates here. King, yeah, so this is a crucial piece to defend because otherwise it's mate in 1. Maybe we do just do this for peace of mind, you know. Whew, almost blundered mate in 1. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been mate in 1 because this pawn would have defended itself back there, as with this queen. But then we'd give up our own mate in 1 opportunity, so. This is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah, and he can't go anywhere that allows him to defend this square from this board either. So I think we've got the mate. We've got the open triagonal. Yeah, here, 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 yeah, for sure. All right, I think we almost got mate. We just need one more move. I figure he'll probably opt to grab this rook, which is fine by me. I don't know what I would do. Ooh, gets the other bishop out there. That's interesting. Makes some amount of sense. Maybe we queen here to add another defender here. Everything else stays defended. Queen trade, we have the knight. Why not? I feel good about this. Knight's defended by the rook. Queen's defended by the knight. This pawn is now doubly defended. I feel good about this. Yeah. And I think next turn we win the game. Right? I think. Never mind that 50%. Says Poison. I hope it's now more, not less. It's now 80 degrees in my room, by the way. Whew. I'm dying out here. Okay, that does not allow him to defend. I guess he didn't grab the rook because he didn't want it to get recaptured. Little does he know. I don't have a check to give, unfortunately. But we're going to do one of these and then probably a cute one of these and win the game. We got there, boys. Woo! Nailed it. GG. GG to Tones. Oh, man. Good game. Good game. Believers prosper. Believers have had a good day today. Believers have had a good day today. GG. Nice, GG. Nice to you, Tony. That was a good game, man. That was great. It was really interesting. First of all, I commend you for the immediate asymmetry. I respect that so much. Andre and I were too nervous to do anything other than what we thought was optimal on both boards. So that made for a really interesting game, just the immediate d4, c4. Then I thought that this was a really potent attack. I think that there was a lot of similarity actually between the two games, between the game that I played with Andre and the game that I played with you here, because you definitely put on the pressure and I was more subdued, like positionally. And I made a note of this. As soon as c3 was played on this board, I thought, okay, how can I either take advantage of this position by collapsing on this pawn, which would force a pawn recapture and open up this file, is the only other defender of this pawn was this knight up here, which is why I traded so eagerly, by the way. And I was planning on doing that. You can imagine, like, if I took this pawn with a knight, that would be incredibly annoying because you'd either have to open this up or put yourself in, like, basically mate in one. I thought I should needlessly complicate it immediately. Honestly, it was a really good call. It really threw a wrench into the works and put me into unfamiliar territory immediately. Yeah, and so I thought, okay, well, that's like what the position looks like. And then you went on the offensive here, and the thing about moving your knight here is, yes, it nixes that plan by putting another defender onto the d3 pawn, but like as soon as the knight move happened, which by the way was actually incredibly annoying and scary, like, you know, taking advantage of the fact that I absolutely have to take here to fork my king. And I mean, this is like a really concerning position for anyone. But I saw that moving the knight generated that attacking possibility, but simultaneously opened up the diagonal. And so the triagonal mate was my plan for a while. The only thing that I was afraid of doing was overextending to enable the f7 sack to the turn after the turn that you did the f7 sack. So I was really scared to see a bishop here because maybe, you know, king recaptures, and then there's a bishop check, and then a queen check, and then I cover up, and then there's another queen check, and then by that time you've got the bishop f4 mate. But my plan worked the turn before you could have done the f7 sack, and so that really saved my ass, to be honest here. Yeah, it was a bit spooky. Like, I don't know what you would have done differently, but if somehow you had covered the a5 square here, my goose would have been cooked. But I suppose with this knight all the way on f4 out here, that was going to be an issue because I can always provide this check, etc. Maybe if you, I guess you would have had to like sack a bishop to not allow this queen move to happen. Sacking a bishop might have actually bought you the time that you needed. And then you could have done the sack the next turn, which would have been lethal. I don't know, but it was a good game. GG. I think I missed one of the cross timeline recaptures. Yeah, I figured. It was probably the one where you thought I had to grab with this queen, but I could have grabbed with this queen instead, which is why you put pressure on that queen with this bishop, right? For sure. Tones reminds me a bit of steamed bun invasion from the King's Avatar. I think, yeah, immediately confusing all pro level players, threatening wins, but in the end losing still, sadly. Dude, I feel it. I get that vibe. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, man, that happens. Just one cross timeline capture too many. I mean, that series of like threats was actually super potent. I mean, if it wasn't for the one missed cross timeline recapture, but that was a great game. That was a fantastic game. Very happy about that one. Wow, a reverse royalty game and two fantastic two timelines games to start the World Championship prelims. This is great, man. Thank you so much for the game. That was fantastic.